What's up, everybody? Wednesday night. How y'all doing out there? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. I had a nice day. This is my first day off, and I got the rest of the week off, so I'm feeling good tonight for the show. We got plenty of songs to come tonight, so I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. And who we got in the chat? And the third night in a row, I've had some technical weirdness. Tomorrow, I'm gonna try and get it perfect. Start us at number 1. That's right. David, I saw you earlier, buddy. How you doing tonight, David? Jay Bliss, what's up, buddy? W. Hard, thank you, brother. Karmic in the house. How you doing, Karmic? Great to see you. Chris up in here. What's up, Chris? Aiden, how you doing, buddy? It is April Fool's Day. That's right. I played no jokes today. No jokes. We were gonna think we were thought of something, but I was like, nah, I better not. Oh man, I know, right? That's right, Aiden. I was like, whoa, and the star's like, nah. That was funny. Can of Biscuit in the house. What's up, buddy? He said, hit that like, people. That's right, bro. Funk Congress. He said, I saw you at a dispensary in Pennsylvania. I doubt it, bro. I haven't lived in that area since 1993. But I was from Ohio. And I only been to the Pittsburgh Penguins games up in there. But I feel you, brother. Good to see you nonetheless, man. Doc Liquid, what's up, home? Good to see you. He said, EC Rick, he slapped like. That's right, brother. Well, let's get cooking. I got to warm up. I played a little bit earlier, working on something. But we got to warm up for sure. So let's kick into it. Raven intro. warmed up here. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Great to see everybody. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're having a good time. I truly appreciate it. We got more people piling in the chat. It's great to see everyone hanging out. Where we leave off with there. Raidens, what's up, buddy? He knows we shredding. That's right. Jew G in the house. How you doing, Jew G? Jensen Morris says, not gonna lie, he can play guitar better than me. You think so? You sure, man? I don't know, bro. I'm okay, man. You probably better than me, though, man. You probably much better than me, dog. Don't sweat it, man. No one's better than nobody, bro. Don't ever worry about that stuff. I don't know why people worry so much about who's better than who. We're on different parts of our journey, my friend. My journey is way far ahead. Way far ahead. Yours might not be. That's okay. You keep praying, you keep having fun, and your journey will take you somewhere. That's for real. And if you're interested, buddy, I've got a shirt that says, Bro plays better than me. It's a wonderful looking shirt. Watch the bottom corner of your screen. We got t-shirts popping up. It's literally says, Bro plays better than me. You got to have it, man. You got to get one for me, man. Come on, hook me up. Iceman, what's up, bud? Good to see you there. Raiden, thank you, dude. Ms. J Racer, yo, thanks for that. Good to see you. Raiden sent some jewels up in here. Thank you so much for the jewels, Raiden. I appreciate you, dude. Let's see. Dylan Perales, hello to you, my friend. Jay Dow said he's been playing guitar for 6 months now. He got no excuse. I can't do it. That he can't do it. You sort of give me energy. That's what we like to see, buddy. I want to inspire people to work harder. That's all. People buy a guitar and they don't do nothing with it, man. There's so much information, so much you can do, but today is a bad day for people, man. Distractions. Everything's a distraction. And if you're not playing your guitar, you're distracted. But I appreciate you, Brian. Keep working hard. Have fun with it, man. Have fun with it. Slugger, yo, what's up, bro? Good to see you there. Down, gonna be lurking and flirking. All right, well, hey, man, watch out for that flirt, bro. Is that a new dance move? Flirk? Good to see you, Down. Emmanuel Gasco, our friend from Argentina. Bienvenidos, amigo. Corey Turkout, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Been a minute. How you been, bro? Hope you're doing okay. Tonight is sponsored not by Voltage Mountain Dew tonight. You can guarantee we'll play Voltage later on tonight, I promise you that. But this one's called Soundtrack 11. That's soundtrack 11 right there. We're warming up right now, so thanks everyone for hanging out while we get warmed up. I didn't play out today. I played very little today. So, you know, if you don't play, you got to play a little bit to get warmed up. So that's what we're doing right now. Okay. I'm going to slow it down on the next one for sure. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're having a good time. I truly appreciate it. I'm trying to read these comments. I'll read all the comments, so be patient, please. We do have plenty more to go tonight. Anyway. Let's see. Slug, what's up, buddy? Good to see you there. Slug, thanks for subscribing, bro. Appreciate that. Almost missed you, I think. Or did I miss you? Landon Gordon says, do you play any Linkin Park? I've never written any Linkin Park because I play 100% original songs, Landon. But no, I like them, though. I do listen to their stuff. I enjoy it, but I never try to play it. No, I only write my own songs. Slug says, can I request one song? What you got, buddy? I'll see what I can do, man. I don't know everything, but I try. Kiki, how you doing tonight? Great to see you out there. Matthew Clem, what's up, buddy? Thank you. Karmic said he's been practicing today, shredding on that new Jackson. That new Jackson's tight. What model is that, Karmic? I couldn't figure out what model that was. I was very curious. Let me know, bro. Mama Shredder, how you doing tonight, Mama? Good to see you. Impish in the house, what up, dude? Good to see you there. Thank you, Karmic. Kiki says everyone hit that like button. That's right. Let's see. Roll Tide says, play Life Goes On by Poison. Life Goes On by Poison. I never heard that, man. Never heard that in my life. Daniel Coleman, I saw your comment. I appreciate the sentiment, but yeah. We keep it to a non-racist words in here. But we appreciate you. I understand the sentiment, so I do thank you for that. And I know. I used to listen to rap music back in the day, so I know. It's all good. David knows what's up. No swearing. That's right, brother. I try not to. Karmic, there you go, man. Mike, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you there. Bush said, honestly, most normal guy I found on YouTube. Thank you, man. We try, dude. And trust me, I've doom scrolled myself. I know what's out there. I know what's out. Slug, who? No one else did nothing, man. No moderator requested nothing, bro. Well, what you got, dude? Let me know. Corey said he's been really good. He's been spending a lot of time with his niece. Nice. And get ready to listen to Black Veil Brides film. I know, man. I'm ready for that, too. I like Black Veil Brides. Good stuff. Bushido, thank you so much, buddy. It's me, what, back in the house, dropping them jewels, bro. Thank you so much. JDP, thank you, dude. Stardust says, you can request it. If Rick knows it, he might play it. I usually do. But if it's a weird request, I probably won't. We'll try. Mr. Nicicle, I like that. He says, Guitar Flick Rig, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Chop AC, he said, that's a machine. Gracias, amigo. Appreciate it. I can't read that name. Sepran Bonk. Looks like Russian Spasabao. It's me. Thanks for the jewels, man. You rocking over there, bro. Thank you. Joe Morton, how you been, dude? Good to see you. Karmic Sean, okay. Thank you. Don Fillinger, how you doing, Don? Great to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a great night tonight. It's me's feeling that. Thank you, buddy. Chris Avila said, bro just told me I suck at guitar in a bazillion ways. I don't try to, my friend. But you know, if that's what you think, you need to work harder, bro. Just work hard. Have fun and work hard. All we can do. Fran and Leeds, thank you so much. Thank you, Aiden. Bushido knows warm it up. I know, dude. I didn't play all day today. I played a little bit before the show. I was working on an Instagram reel I'm working on. But that's what's up. Mike, that's what's up, dude. Thank you so much, dude. MXTTRDZ, thank you very, very much. It's me, what, dropping them jewels, brother. You rock, dude. Roman Palkowski, how you doing, Roman? Great to see you, dude. Marutsu, I've been playing for 30 years now. Roman said, let's see how many truckers in there. I don't know. You never know. I know a couple that come in here, though. Lynette Johnson, how you doing tonight? Thank you. It's me. Appreciate you, brother. Davis, he said, see you on April 6th, Sunday at San Pablo City. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, was that Indonesia? Well, no. Wait. Philippines. Oh, nice, David. I know a lot of people in the Philippines. That's amazing, dude. Well, wonderful to see. Oh, April 6th. I'm going to try and check that out, David. Man, for sure, brother. Billy Brantley says, no swearing. It's true because you don't realize pairs are God. Silly. That's right, brother. That's right. John, what's up, buddy? Tam wants a little Hendrix. Oh, I like the Hendrix. Indiana Jones. I like it. Good. God bless you too, brother. Thank you. John knows nice tee. This is the Judas Priest Defenders of the Faith Tour 84 t-shirt right here, bro. That's the best, man. That was the one I got to see that. And I forgot who opened up for them around that time. I don't remember. Corey said, I listened to BBB's new song, Venti. No, the last one I heard was the video that they recorded in that Colombian church or something. That was a pretty good one. 3, 2, 1, what's up, buddy? Thank you. David in the house, how you doing, buddy? Stinson, you know how we do, brother. Steve, how you doing, man? John wants to old 7 Nation Army. Sure, man. Easy song, man. Easy song. But it's a cool one. I'll give him that, man. Kev Rock, he knows we rocking, brother. Billy says, play something for the pairs. I got one for you, dog. Sony Autry, how you doing tonight? Good to see you again. Mark said, you always feel comfortable watching your podcast. Love me. Thank you, Mark. We appreciate that, my friend. We try and keep it family friendly and clean around here, you know. Free of trolls and weird stuff. We just play the music, have a good time. And I love to see the community hanging out here. All right, so make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. This one's called 0410, a nice little chill ballad. Let's dig into it. This one's for the pairs, as he said. 0410, a nice little chill bow. We're going to pick the pace back up now, though. And hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much. We're just pretty warmed up by now. I'm starting to feel pretty good that we can do some crazy stuff coming up. But we're going to get smooth with it next with a song called Suave. So stick around for that. Just be a few moments. I thank you so much for hanging out. And make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're having a good time. We truly do appreciate it. What's the okay, there was that. 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, buddy. John, you're welcome, man. Appreciate it. Kiki wants to get started. Stardust does want a drum set. I want a drum set too. We don't really have room for it. I was looking at electric kits. God, we just don't have the room around here anymore. We got too much stuff. I got too many guitars. Intercells have power chords are still awesome. They still are, man. Why don't you start up a live and play some, bro? You never know who enjoys it, man. Everyone enjoys what they enjoy, my friend. But do your thing, man. That's all good. Potato Cam, love your content. Can you do a solo with my guitar lid, please? I don't know that one too. That's a... something like that. It's a great song, though. I enjoy that one. Charlie Bully said Great White and Kick Axe over JP. Did they? I don't remember. Dude, I was 13 years old when I saw that. I just remember my parents drove me and my friend to go see the concert, and that's all I remember, man. But I remember seeing Judas Priest. I don't remember the opening bands. Crazy, man. That was a long time ago. I'm an old man, by the way. Ibis said he got no problems in real life dealing with now, including being homeless. End of this month. Oh man. We gotta get a lawyer trying to, man, the accident on the bus. I mean, I heard you were talking about that in Bro's chat, man. I'll tell you what, brother, when it rains and pours, I know, bro. Just keep doing what you do, trying and work your way through it, and it will stop raining. I know, man. Karmic says it's an X Series SLX DX. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Whoa, what was that? Aurelius Noir sent a gift and it like popped up on my screen. Holy moly, thank you so much. I see Kiki dropping some memberships too. I'm going to get to that in just a second. Absolutely. Thank you both. Darrell, happy Thursday, my friend. How you doing today? Corey, got to check it out. No problem, brother. Have a great one, man. Take care of yourself. Interstellar, thank you, man. I'm sorry. I do know chords are cool. Power chords aren't cool. I don't know what we're talking about. But you know, I do a lot of leads. Leads are my thing. My forte of guitar playing is shredding leads. That's how we do. But I do know how to play some power chords. Ain't no doubt, man. I played on about 10 albums. 3 of them I produced and played guitar on, rhythm guitar. Everything else I did leads. Maruzzo says, bro, so good. Thank you so much, Maruzzo. Appreciate that. Thank you, Darrell. It's me feeling it. Mike, thank you, buddy. Aleva, hello and thanks. John, thank you. Volt says, what scales? I'm just using the alien mode patterns. Nothing crazy. Darrell's ready to rock. All right, we got you covered, Darrell. Dan Martin, how you doing out there, buddy? Ralph Fernandez says, you better than Eddie Van. I appreciate that, dude. Eddie Van's a legend, man, but that means a lot to me that you think that. I appreciate that, buddy. I really, really do. Mike, there you go, man. Nick, thank you so much, bud. Christopher Lee, thank you. Nick, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. Pumpkin Spice and House, how you doing? Great to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Emmanuel, thank you, buddy. What was that? Love when my chat goes wild and crazy. Darrell says he's gonna quit. Why you quit YouTube? How come, buddy? You're doing so good, man. But I know it makes your life busy, man. YouTube takes a lot of time. But you're doing really good, Darrell. I hope you stick with it, but you know, it'll be there for you if you want. I know. Like I say, try to send a few super chats, I'm not accepting. Oh, weird. That's no worries, brother. YouTube be weird sometimes. Olav, thank you so much. Ko Kiao, yo, what's up? Thank you there. Impi says, until then, I'll work a job starting in June. I'll be around to support my stream. There you go, buddy. That's good. You got something already in progress. That's good to know, man. KOM, thank you so much, dude. Broken Pictures, thank you. Doc, I don't know any A7X. They're a great band, though, dude. I write all my own tunes, brother. Appreciate you, those Stanley fans. How you doing, buddy? Mama says make room. That's right. Angel X Chino, yo, thanks, bro. What's up, dude? Good to see you. All right, we got this right up in here. Kiki dropped 10 memberships to the Rick Renstrom Club. Pumpkin Spice, It's Me got one. Emmanuel got one. Charlie Butler, Akif Bagland, Tizian Hollow Nest Fresh Beats. What's up with that, Kiki? Thank you so much. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. Corey said he's full of Mexican food. Dang, bro. We had Wendy's today. I almost got Taco Bell, honestly. Potato Can, thank you, bro. That's what's up, dude. John said we got a big crowd. That's right. I don't know. That's how we do. A good night, for sure. Okay. Aurelia sent a musical clam. That thing popped up on my screen. I was like, whoa, what is that? Thank you, Aurelius Noir. Jimmy says he was starting to learn guitar, and he's had 2 back surgeries the past 2 weeks, got out of recovering. Oh, dang, bro. I'm glad to hear you're recovering, man. I know that. I mean, just rest up, relax, get better, and you could get back to it, brother. You could get back. Absolutely, man. He said he hopes to get back to it soon. Absolutely. Don said huge drive. That's right, man. Mike said we got a bunch more new members. That's right. Thank you, Kiki. John said he loves Mexican food. Loosen your belt. I know, man. Zyle Fointana, yo, hola, amigo. Gracias. Good to see you. Steve said the twins are here. That's right. Watch out. Watch out. Kiki said system picks who gets it. That's right, Kiki. Yeah. You got to have your gifts on. Don said he'd love to see the old chat room. That would be amazing one day, man. Stanley fans, I know, right? It's like literally I'm sitting here and like this thing pops up on my screen. I'm like, whoa, dude, I've never seen that before. Darrell, you got me, bro. Darrell said he ain't quitting. April Fools. You got me, dude. I love it, man. I'm like, what? Darrell's doing great. You got me. Darrell got me, man. That's amazing. Mike says, are you a Jetpack fan? I am, yeah. Blow by Blow is like, I used to listen to that like crazy. So crazy. I used to listen to it. There you go. Mama said, I'm going to load this chat with Rick faces. That's young Rick too, by the way. Sal Salison, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. There you go, Juju. Rick rolling in my face. Mr. George Wall from Russia, Spasibo. Good to see you. Oh, yes. We watched this thing, the top 10 April Fools ever, and it was crazy. Stardust, Top Apple. This is a Jackson Dinky Reverse Pro, bud. Classic guitar. Juan, good to see you, buddy. Oh, man, look at all these Rick faces. Insane. Charlie said, Great White and Kick. I think I saw that, and I had no idea, dude. I was a young kid. I was only 13. But I remember the Judas Priest concert, and I had this exact shirt. Obviously, this is a replica of it. But I had this shirt when I was a kid. I wore it to the ground, man. Phoenix, there you go, buddy. All right, we're going to kick in a little, get a little smooth up in here. This one's called Suave. Those who know. Those who don't will find out. Suave, let's go. Okay, that was Suave. Hope you enjoyed it. That's a fun song to play. I enjoy it. Let's see, 12:20. Oh, we got something crazy after this. Trying to play all kinds of wild stuff. Trying to play stuff we don't always play. Well, we got a song called 12:20 coming up next. Some people know what that is, some people don't. But hang out and you'll find out, I promise. We got a lot of songs to go tonight. We're only 42 minutes in. And I am definitely warmed up. Wow, we got a lot of comments. So thanks for all the comments. Let's see. Juju is right. That's a perfect April Fool's gift. And Darrell's over there crying, laughing, man. You got me. I love it. I love it. Mike said, I did see Jeff play the Black Les Paul and use a pick. Wow. Yeah, he always used like nothing or like a washer. Like, it was crazy, man. Sharner Fellows, can you play what? Like, how about, I'm trying to think of a song. What song can we play? How about, I'm trying to think of a rhythm it up, man. But see, I tell you what, man, when I play leads, people go, wow. When I play rhythm, people go, I'm gonna leave now. But that's why I don't play a lot of rhythms, Charnel. But it don't matter to me, man, honestly. Mama, thank you. TR, what's up, dude? Mama says Spam Rick is cool. It is, that's wild. I gotta get some new picks up there. Ruth Cologne, thank you so much out there. TR, appreciate you, buddy. Mike said, you ever checked out Red Beach? Yeah, Red Beach Winger is amazing, dude. It was so underrated, so underrated. Mr. George Wall, he's having a great morning. He's getting ready for work. All right, buddy, that's what's up, man. Donald James on Suave is Suave sick. That's right. Ruth Cologne, thanks for subscribing. We appreciate you out there. Rob, bonjour. Comment allez-vous, buddy? Good to see you. Tactic, so he knows it's April Fool's. That's right. TR, thank you. Miguel Rivera, muchas gracias, amigo. Carney said, there's Rick. There's Rick's everywhere. I know, man. All right, let me say, I thought Rick was Lars. I know, man. When I was younger, people thought I looked like Lars Ulrich, man. Now I look like Silent Bob or Kevin Smith or who else do I look like? I look like a bunch of people, man. Dave Grohl's another one. I'm like, man, look like a lot of people. John, there you go. Raj the Emperor, appreciate it. Yeah, Aiden's getting into it. There you go, buddy. Tactical, there's no way any of this is real. I know, it's not. You're so smart, bro. I don't know how you figured it out, man. Oh man, you figured it out. Dang it, man. Anyway, Brody in the house. What's up, Brody? Good to see you, buddy. Donald said that sweep was so fast. Like, I know, man. I went crazy on that. Tactical, what division? Division? I played Division 1 and 2. Tom Clancy Division. That's my jam, bro. I love that game. Karmic Pulse. There you go, bro. Juan said it sounds English. A little bit, buddy. Ingve is my hero. John said Rick's a better German. That's probably nowadays, yeah. Aaron Words, how you doing? Thank you, buddy. Ryan, thank you. Mike said that song hit something special. Thank you, buddy. That's a cool tune. Dan Jones talking about Sweet Caroline. Neil Diamond? Sweet Caroline. Da, 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 da. I don't know how to play it. Is there like a guitar riff to it? Did they do a heavy metal version of it? Donald, you might want to follow Donald James because Donald James was Crackling Rosie. That's an old school jam right there, man. I used to listen to that with a little kid, man. Classic. Joe said there's certain types of metal he can just meditate to, and yours is amazing for that. I said, thank you, Joe. That means a lot to me, brother. Actually, I'm talking about The Warriors. Oh, man. That movie, The Warriors, when you're at Coney Island, man, that's a great movie, dude. Warriors come out and play. Cyrus. Warriors killed Cyrus. That's a great movie, dude. I like it. Tax goes or be fool or April Fool. I don't know, right? That's that kind of day, bro. Tax the Warriors get the April Fool. That's right, man. That's for sure. Anyway, I didn't know what was going on here. Mike says, "How long does it say?" A long time, buddy. I need to change. I've been needing to change these strings like for a while. I'm gonna play these things till the wheels fall off on me. I'm gonna break one. Hopefully this week I'm gonna break one this week, man. And then I'll switch to another guitar. Text, if not, I'm sorry. Life is what, like, I don't know what that means. Oh, you got a pot leaf as your avatar, bro. You might want to lay off the drugs, bro. Drugs are bad, everybody. Just lay off the drugs. You can see this guy. He's probably high AF, y'all. Paulo Guimarães from Brazil. Obrigado. Boa noite, Brazil. Good to see you, buddy. Altitudes. I can play a little bit, dude. What's it? Let's go. It's been a long time. I do have a backing track, and I played it a couple of times when I was on TikTok. Man, I have not remembered it. You're okay, Tactico. Stay off them drugs. Shane Baker, what's up? He says, very cool to see you. Follow your passion, do something that 99.9% of people wouldn't even think. I know, bro. I appreciate you, man. Asun Meadows, yeah, we got some riffs for you, bro. I got a real good one. Amara Mal, how you doing, buddy? Mike G's cracking Rosie. Oh, man, yeah, my parents love Neil Diamond. I used to listen to it like crazy when I was a kid. And I heard Donald play it. I was like, what? Donald knows this one? That's what's up right there. Tax of the game I love with my brother. We laugh. There you go, man. USC, my favorite guitarist, #1 is Yngwie J. Malmsteen. Bro, we talking about Flying High again. I used to play that, man. I haven't remembered that in a long time, man. I only got Bark at the Moon and Mr. Crowley up in here, man. But I like the tapping part of Flying High again. That was so cool, man. That was a good one, man. Warren said, how about playing some Red Rocks? Red Rocks in Colorado? I'd love to play there, dude. That'd be amazing, bro. Mike says, when you're on tour, did your guitar take change them after show? Depended. Because some nights we played like 2 nights in a row, and I just wouldn't need to change strings after one set. We only play like 45, 50 minutes, so usually every a couple of days. But if there was like if there was a break, like a day or two break, they just swatch them out. Because usually over in Europe, man, your strings get rusty quick, man, over there. Jake in the house. What's up, Jake? Good to see you, buddy. Valencia, there you go. Appreciate that. Imper said Al Jorgensen from Ministry said once better to be a drug user than a used drugger. That's probably true. You don't want no used drugs. That's for her. Mr. George said he having a great morning, getting ready for it. Good to see you. And thanks for subscribing, George. Spasibo to you, buddy. War Pigs, how's that one go? Generals gathered in their field. Don said, what did I play? Cracklin' Rosie. Some guy asked for Sweet Caroline. I know the melody of it, but I said he should follow you because you could play Cracklin' Rosie. And he's like, and he didn't say nothing, so I don't know. Hopefully he follows you. That'd be dope. Braden, thanks, brother. Yes, sir, man. This is a classic concert, man. Great album, too. Neighborhood Dennis, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Cuber, not Cuber, hello to you, bro. Kin Jersey says, what's some advice for people like me who are new to guitar? Do I need to learn music tabs or music theory? That's a great question, Kin. The number one thing to remember is just to have fun. Have fun. Don't worry about competing with anyone. Don't worry about comparing anybody. Only worry about you. That's number one. Number two, That's going to be up to you. If it were me, yes, learn music theory. First thing, learn it all. You can learn music theory along with playing guitar at the same time. I would highly suggest it. Take lessons from someone. It's very difficult to learn on your own because people don't have the desire or the dedication or the discipline to push themselves to play. So having a teacher is someone that will give you something to work on each week. I think that's very good. But with that being said, there's enough information on YouTube. If you have the wherewithal to do it, you just go on YouTube and search stuff out, and you can definitely probably learn it yourself too. I know several people in this world that have learned everything off of YouTube and the internet. But for me, I needed the lessons. I needed guidance. I needed someone to push me, to discipline me. If I did wrong, that's how it was for me. But I grew up in the 80s. So there you go, George Suave. Wow. Dickie Farley, how you doing, brother? Free Eye says, you're automatic with it, bro. Thank you, dude. I've been playing a long, long time, man. But I appreciate that. Cuthbert says, can you play One by Metallica? I only know this one part, dude. How's the solo go? Don't know, man. That's a great tune, though, man. I like the old Metallica. I do like the old Metallica. Far better than any Black album, maybe. Deep Guy want to talk about Freeze. All right, man. I'll write that down. That's actually a good later song. We got you, Steve. I'll write that as Freeze for Steve. Good one, good one, good one. I like it. Because he can give me the tabs. You got the tabs to 1? No way, bro. That's okay, brother. I can learn it by ear. I appreciate you, Doug. I don't remember it. And I do original material, buddy. You keep working on your Metallica, Cubert. Keep working on it, man. You're going to get good someday. I promise you, man. Dan Jones said Neil. He does, dude. Neil Diamond's the man, dude. Rez, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Neighborhood Dance. I was, yep, stick with it. That's right. Jessica says, can you play a song? Suggestion. If I know it, Jessica, I'll play it. If I don't, I don't play it. And I don't know a lot. Pedro Enrique, Brazil, obrigado, amigo. Carl says, do you get a professional set for guitars? No, I've done them all myself. With that being said, though, there's one guitar I cannot get right, man. I got the whole guitar perfect, except the A and the D string on the 15th fret have a buzz. And no matter what I do, I can't get rid of it. That's like, and when I do something to it, it makes it play worse. Like it plays really nice, except for those 2 frets or those 2 strings on that 1 fret. And I keep messing with it, and I can't get it. I might take that one to somebody. I was like, what is wrong with this guitar? But yeah, everything else, all my guitars I do myself. I've been working on Floyd since like 1991, so I know what to do. Jake said he's glad to be here. He's been working again, learning, playing, and life's getting better. That's how you do it, brother. I love to hear that. Neighborhood said, yep, stick with it. That's true. John said it's a lifestyle choice. It is. I dedicated my life to playing guitar when I was young. That's all I did was play guitar. I quit playing sports. I barely hung out with my friends. I didn't do anything. I played guitar non-stop. Jake said he'd been cooking more. He's making some pizza, but it's homemade. Hey, man, nothing wrong with that. We were making some homemade pizza for a while. Jake, do I know symphony instruction? I mean, just the riff. I know this one better. That's the one I know the best. I like that. Hangar 18 is my favorite. Probably my favorite song. Kaito Matsaru. Ohio gozaimasu. Good to see you. John AP says, do I know any Rick Renstrom songs? I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to learn some. Don said, man, he got some homemade shit. There you go, brother. Mike, this is a Jackson Dinky Reverse Professional. They were put out in production from 1992 to 95. And I love these 92s are my favorite. Braxton, what's up, dude? Great to see you, bro. Neighborhood say he's self-taught, but taking lessons is the next step, 100%. You do get stuck. I can imagine, man. I can imagine. You know, like the first teacher I went to, he showed me something every week, and he said, if every week that you learn what I show you, I'll show you something new. Okay. So for like probably 48 weeks straight, I learned something new, and I mastered it within the week. It got to the point by the time I was a year into it, I knew everything my teacher knew. He's like, I don't got nothing. I can't show anything more. You know everything I know, theory-wise. I'm like, all right, man, no problem. Peace out. And I went to another teacher who could teach me how to do more ingve and refine my technique, which worked out for me. Mike said it seems harder for bands to get on tour. If you got the money, Mike, easy as can be. Easy as pie, bro. And that's what it takes, man. It's a pay-to-win society nowadays. Those who don't know should know. It's a pay-to-win society out there. You got the money, you can do anything you want. You can. If you want to go on tour, 50 grand. You can jump on any tour you want. Easy stuff, easy stuff. Braxton, you say ultralight, no problem, brother. Pete, what's up, dude? White Judas says, you got a Boxy shirt? I don't know. It's a Judas Priest shirt. I don't know who's Boxy. Don said he had 4 lessons his whole life. Much of it he had to figure out on my own. There you go, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Like I said, everyone's on their own journey. My journey is a lot different from someone else's journey. But for sure, you got, however, it's your journey and your journey alone. No one else can do it for you. That's right. Gay says, do that again. What's that? What did I do? Oh, yeah. I played some Megadeth for sure. Mike says, you ever seen Kiko Loureiro from Anger? Yeah, of course. I've seen him play. Yeah, amazing. Apparently, he knows who I am. One of the Brazilian fans came in here and said he talked about me somewhere. I was like, what? I was like, well, that's cool, man. Jake said he loved the melody of Symphony Destruction. You want to learn so bad. That's a great tune, man. Thank you, Mike. Fred Hinkle, how you doing, brother? Xandrew himself says, love the guitar. You ever try to play? I did, man. One of my ex's stepfather, he had a mandolin. He said, you play guitar? I was like, yeah. He's like, I got a mandolin. I was like, oh, yeah. So you want to play? I was like, sure. It's pretty cool. It's all right. I mean, nothing that I'd play, but if it's got strings on it, I could probably play it, man. That's for sure. But it sounded pretty nice. But I don't know. I don't know what you could probably do a lot more with it. I was just goofing on with it for sure. But I could play notes. I figured out the strings, what the strings were, and boom. Bree said, "Thanks for ignoring me." That's okay, Bree. It's the first time I've seen you, and I read every comment. I look at every comment. 101, thanks, brother. Mike says, "You ever tried Jack Sosa?" Indeed, I did. Indeed, I did. Heavy guitars, man, and I don't like neck through guitars. Most soloists are neck through. I don't like the neck throughs. Carmick says Rick ended up teaching the teacher. That's right. When I first started taking lessons, I said I wanted to play like Yngwie. He's like, I don't think you'll play like Yngwie. I was like, that's okay. I mean, I'm gonna play like Yngwie, dude. Just show me what you know. And that was it, man. Here's the check. Here's your $8 check for the lesson. Thanks, Mom. And that was it, man. That was it. Brexton knows I don't ignore anybody unless you say some weird request. I probably ignored that. Rez says 50 large to go on tour. Would you make 50 back? You sure wouldn't, dude. You would not make the 50 back, Rez. Nope. You might make a few bucks back. If you sell enough merch and stuff, you could probably make a few bucks back. But no, you're probably going to lose that money. You're going to lose that money. At least back in the day, record labels would pay that money for it. If you sold, like my record contract that I had, if I sold 10,000 albums, that's all I needed, 10,000 albums, they would pay for a tour. I only sold 8. And I couldn't get any more. I was like, and that was around the time when Europe got internet. So there's about 20,000 people estimated per the record label that downloaded my album for free instead of purchasing it, which totally screwed me over. But that's how we do. That's how we do. That's how it happened, man. Greek, I don't know that one, but I know this That's only what's that band called again? Disturbed. That's only Disturbed I know, bro. Corey, have a great night, brother. Take care. Real in house. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Braxton said the more viewers here than likes. What's up with that? I don't know. Lexi says he missed Chuck. And watching you reminds me a lot of him. Man, I love Chuck, dude. Chuck was one of my great friends back in the day. Yeah, I've hung out with Chuck so many times in my life. It's unbelievable, man. And he lived right down the street from me. And it was amazing how I met him. There's a new book out what do you call it? An authorized biography of Chuck Schuldiner. And I'm in that book. I had a lot of information to tell the author, so it was pretty cool. But yeah, Chuck was amazing, dude. Official win, what's up, buddy? Jake says, lo and behold, Rick is playing like Ingrid. That's how we do, man. I said he wasn't. I said I was gonna play like Ingrid, man. Truth. He says, are you taking requests? It depends, buddy. If I know it, I play it. If I don't, I don't. But we're playing mostly originals here, buddy. Official Win said he want to low-key learn acoustic guitars. What advice? Hey, man. Get yourself a nice acoustic guitar. Learn chords. That's it. Acoustic guitar is more toward chords. Open chords and bar chords. Pretty easy stuff, man. But yeah. Get yourself a nice acoustic. Make sure you try it first. Make sure the strings are pretty low to the fretboard. It'll make your life a lot easier. Steve, there you go, buddy. Jake says, Terry Webb Disturbs band. I don't remember a lot of that stuff. I only heard so many, man. Mike said, ask what 20,000 fans you made, even though it's like, I know, dude. It's funny, you know, over the last 3 years, I'll see people pop in and go, I was 12 years old when I bought your album. I'm like, wow, dude. Or, you know, I bought your album, or I saw your video, or I saw you with Rob Rock, all this stuff. So it's really cool, you know. I had a pretty good time back in the day. AP says, you never find a better guy in Rick who's going to do his best to make you feel welcome and welcome every time. That is right, brother. That's right. Tanner, thanks, buddy. Herman Losa talking about Lionel Messi. Heck yeah, buddy. He's the best soccer player ever, bro. Greek says, when you're listening to heavy metal again, when you decide, listen to Indestructible, probably their best album. Interesting. I'll have to look at that. Rez says, oh man, only 8,000. That's a lot for an unknown, I think. Yeah, totally, man. I mean, I wasn't mad at it. I had dreams I would sell hundreds of thousands of albums or whatever. But, it just didn't happen, And the internet came out right around that time, and all the file sharing stuff. So, yeah, a lot of people downloaded my album for free, and 8,000 or so bought it legit. But that caused me to not be able to go on tour with the album. Same with Leash Law. We didn't sell enough. We had to sell 20,000. That was the deal. In our contract was 20,000, and they would finance the tour. We didn't get that number either, because people download the hell out of it, man. It was so much easier to download music for free, man. Anyway, Vincent, what's up, dude? Carmen says, you hear horror stories. Some of the biggest bands in history got ripped off. They do, man. Managers kill you, bro. Kiki, thank you so much. She said, Rick's a legend. I try. Bresno's internet killed the radio star. That's right, man. Internet killed all the stars, bro. Slowly but surely. All right, we got this new song, 1220. Let's do this. That's a pretty cool tune. That's a newer one. 1220. Wrote it on December 20th of last year. Very cool, very cool. So thanks for hanging out and enjoying that. I hope you did. And thanks for everyone for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already and having a good time, make sure to hit that button. We'd appreciate it. All right, let's see. AP said about selling, it's about delivering, and you deliver it. I appreciate you, dude. I tried very, very hard, my man. Peter Presto, he talking about Smoke and Mirrors by Symphony. Oh, I love Symphony. I never tried to learn none, though. Damnation Game was about the closest thing I ever tried to learn. That's a 6. That's one of my favorite songs. Tanner talking about Smoke on the Water. Here you go, man. I transitioned from Deep Purple to Rainbow just like that. I bet you didn't think I could do that, man. Richie probably rehashed that riff about 8 times, and I have the proof. I meant to do a video a long time ago. Hey, Jacob Bierman, what's up, buddy? Mike, thank you, bro. Brex at that beginning as a tribal beat. There you go, man. Heck yeah. Rez, he said, get your rock on. That's how we do it, man. Brex like, sheesh, Rick. I know, bro. That's a cool tune. Karmic, thank you. Jake said, Rick is always trading with swag. I feel you, bro. Thank you, dude. And Mike said, he know he bad. I try. Misplaced said, he's been playing for 23, 24 years. And he's a beast. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I've been playing on and off for 30 years. But, man, I went to school and everything, you know. I did a lot. I've dedicated my life to this. But I appreciate you, brother. Tanner says, an eerie fog as well as some lightning just rolled in as you played. And I'm currently waiting the devil himself to burst through the ground. I challenge you. You never know, bro. With God on my side, we can't lose, brother. Thank you, Aiden. Tanner, he says, you're worthy to pick that. I appreciate you, brother. All right, Mama, talking about that Cupcake Blues. Okay, Mama, I got you. I got you for that. Easy stuff, easy stuff. Everyone wants the Cupcake Blues. I haven't played that in a minute, but I got you. We'll do Cupcake Blues next no matter what. I don't even care. John, thank you, buddy. Rez, thank you, bro. Neighborhood Dennis, thank you too, man. Gratitude in the house. How you doing, brother? Juji shredded the bed. Okay, I didn't even see that, but that's cool. I was thinking about starting earlier. I'm off the rest of the week. I don't know. We'll have to take a poll. Does anyone care if I go like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock? I don't know. Dickie Farley, thank you, brother. Christopher Ramos, yo, what up, dude? Rest of days, there's a new George Lynch video. That was a lot of fun on YouTube. He's doing a guitar clinic. Interesting. I've got the George Lynch, I forgot, Guitar Bible, I think it was called, or something like that. It's pretty cool. I love George too, man, for sure. John knows Richie Blackmore. That's my man right there. Christopher, thank you. Doom Rage, appreciate you, bud. Carney said, what's the song you done, Rick the Wolf? Oh, the Wolf? Yeah, we could do the Wolf, bro. I love that one. Let me write that down, Karmic. We got the Wolf. Wolf's Eye. We'll do that next, actually. Wolf's Eye for Karm. I got it written down. No problem, no problem. I love that song. Hey, what's up, Christopher? Jacob, he said he's also tired. I feel you, man. We're actually talking about ZZ Top. I know this one, though. I heard the other one. Heard that song the other day. I was like, wow, that's an easy song. I never tried to learn it. Harry in the house talking about He Batman Tap Indo. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. How you doing, Chris? Doom Rage. Thank you, brother. Jake said he worked 4 10s at work. I know, dude. I work 5 pretty much 5 10s. I'm there, 10 hours a day, man. It is what it is. But you know how we do. All right, 4 minutes. Thank you, Star. Julian Ramesh, hello. Randy Candy, thank you, buddy. David said it's 11 in the morning around in the Philippines. Dang, dude, that's cool, man. That's early, bro. I guess I wake up to it. I don't wake up to, if I can sleep in, I wake up at 2 or 3. Doom Race from Argentina. Bienvenidos, amigo. Great to see you. Rest of the REH video is good. Yeah. I got a copy of that somewhere. Pooey says in the night solo from Rob Rock. I don't have the backing track for that one. I know it's like. It's been a million years since I did it about 3 years ago. I did a in the night solo. Oh God, it's been forever, dude. There you go, Braxton. He knows that. Tanner says 11:15 in Indiana. You're on the eastern side of East Coast side of Indiana. Then that's awesome. All right, 1 minute now. Stardust says, okay, let me check it right quick. Let me see what we got. We got something happening in the background. I got to check on right quick. Stardust 30. I got the 30. 30 up in here. Let me send my thing through. Now watch. If this thing says I can't send my thing through, I'm gonna be mad, yo. I'm just gonna do a 10. Oh yeah, it went right through, Stardust. Went right through. Lovely. Lovely. Alright. Mama, we got secret stuff happening in the background. All right, she's gonna insta you. Kiki says she had a crush on all the ZZ Top. That's awesome. They have some amazing beards. I'm not gonna lie. Tan talking about the kids aren't all right. What's that? 2 nights in a row, some Offspring request. Interesting. Very interesting. Stanley wants Until the Bitter End by Rick Renstrom. All right, I got that too, bro. I'm gonna play my mama wants to hear the Cupcake Blues song. We're gonna do that. And I will play Until the Bitter End because that's one of my favorites. Brex's on East Coast too, like us. That's right. Rhonda, hello. How you doing out there? Great to see you. Tana's writing about Brandenburg, Kentucky. Okay. I'm from Ohio originally. Extension up in Maryland. There you go, man. Brexit up in Maryland too. Nice. Extension talking Frank Beard. Yeah. Frank didn't have he had the mustache. It was only Billy and the other guy had the big beards. But yeah, Frank Beard, funny enough, only had the mustache. Yeah, I've seen the bearded shredder, Donald. Yeah, man. Very cool. All right, we're going to do this Cupcake Blues. Mama wanted Cupcake Blues, so let's get into that. How the hell? I don't even know how it goes. All right, I'm going to try and remember how to play this. you go, Mama. That's that Cupcake Blues. Oh, man. We had some cupcakes the other week. When we did grocery shopping, so I was like, we gotta get some cupcakes. We gotta try these cupcakes from this place. All right, and they were good. You know I like cupcakes. I like cake. I like chocolate. I like cupcakes. You name it. I like sweets. That's for sure. But thanks everyone for checking that out. I appreciate it. It's old. I want to say it's old classic. I wrote it last year sometime. It's not that old. But thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate you. Kiki said, "Them beards got her." I feel it. Pui said, you keep getting better and better. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Braxton feeling the blues on that. Mama had all the cupcakes ready for that. Braxton, that's kind of Satrianish. Interesting. I never knew. It's just a classic 1-4-5. Actually, it's a 1-4-5 blues in major key. It's very hard to write a blues song nowadays. You have to be really creative. I try to be. Thank you, Braxton Tanner. Thank you. David eating some sardines. Man, I used to know a dude, a singer, when I used to live in Virginia. He could crack open a thing of sardines, and I was like, yo, bro. But hey, man, I guess he liked them. If you like them enough, I couldn't eat them. No way. John, there you go, brother. Thank you, Mama. Eccentric, Eastern Maryland and Hillbilly, West Virginia part. It's not that bad, but different from the Eastern West Virginia. Yeah, true that, man. I lived in Northeast Ohio. I grew up around there. So, yeah, but I've been all around. I was like in what would go to West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Indiana. I used to race go-karts, if you can believe it. Actually, proof of me racing go-karts on my YouTube channel. But my dad would wake me up, and we used to go just about every weekend around the states and do go-kart racing. It was pretty fun. It was very fun. I enjoyed it. Sorry, I said it was pretty good for not having played it. I know, right? But you know me. Once I hear the first couple of notes, I remember a bunch. Annie's in the house, our Finnish friend. How you doing today? She says, you truly are the most kind and most welcoming person I've ever seen in any lives. You truly never. I try not to, Annie, and it's great to see you. I hope you've been doing okay out there. Igor Wochial, he says, Jesus Christ says, Lord God bless you, brother. Ain't that the truth? And Mama said, I wonder if he remembered. I don't know. It's like I was really good when I was a little kid. There was a TV show called Name That Tune. And as a little kid, I was really good at it because my parents listened to a lot of music, and I listened to a lot of their music. I constantly listened to the music, and I was really good. I could name that song in so many notes. So for me, it's like if I hear the first couple notes of the song, it triggers my brain, and I remember how to play stuff. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. Stardust knows. I have a great memory for that, but I have a bad memory for other things, Mom. Stardust, I'm sure will tell you. John, thank you. Thank you, Rhonda. Billy Hammer, thank you so much, dude. Greg said, it really isn't that hard if you have an ear for it. That's true, that's true. John said, you like chocolate muffin. Me too. I could eat any kind of muffin. Cinnamon sugar muffin, chocolate muffin, you name it, man. You name it. Eccentric, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. You're welcome, Mama. Thank you. Donald's feeling this doubt. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Robert Palmer, thank you very much, man. Mama said, she said, that sounds so good. There you go. I try. You know, I grew up with a lot of blues in my life, so I always got a little bit of me. Rex said, I'm 24. That's right, man. In my mind. John said, that was awesome, Rick. A lot of soul. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Eccentric. Neighborhood says, you ever listen to Widespread Panic? And I've heard the name, but I never checked them out. You say incredible guitar. Is he like Yngwie style? Because that's the only stuff I really listen to. When it comes to guitar playing. I do listen to some other blues influenced guitars, but what impresses me the most is neoclassical guitar. That's what impresses me. DA says favorite song in our band, favorite band Judas Priest, favorite song Electric Eye by Judas Priest. Jake's 5 minute, indeed, brother, it is on the list. I promise you that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Voltage for show. Thank you, Robert. And he says, I've been in the background for a while. I heard you singing too. I absolutely love when you sing. Thank you. I really enjoy your talking and playing. I appreciate you, Annie. Thank you so much. Excited to talk about Willard. The movie with Crispin Glover. I haven't seen it in a while, man. It's been a while. Dickie said, yep, in Ohio, I still am. He's from Ohio Instant. Whereabouts? North, south, east, west? Don said the key changes gave Cupcake Blues a story. That's right, man. That's what makes my blues songs a little different. I will change that key to give it a little extra there, give it a little extra. Oh, I'm sorry. He said Accenture had friends of the den that were in Willard, Ohio. Okay, I got you. I'm from Akron, Ohio. Akron's a pretty popular known city, but it's about 35, 40 minutes south of Cleveland. Breck said, you remember that name, that tune. I love naming that tune. I have a video game. I have there was actually an arcade game named that tune. I played the heck out of it too. And they got like 80 stuff in it, man. I was playing it a couple weeks ago. So fun. Brexton knows that's like exactly how his brain works. It's like riding a bike. It is, man. It is. Carmen said, name that tune that's a blast from the past. I love that tune. I love that show, dude. Except Pepperidge Farm was all. I love some Pepperidge Farm stuff, man. Those Montauk, I think the Montauk cookies or something, man. Oh, so good. And he said, I thought my first message did come through. My internet cut out. But since it did come through, now I said, how do you feel? That's okay. That's okay, Annie. You're welcome, Jake. Absolutely. Extend said, you don't like any style. I love classical music. I love heavy metal music. That's probably about it, man. I've listened to everything, buddy. I went to college. I had to listen to everything. And there's things I'd rather not listen to anymore. I like what I like, you know. But heavy metal and classical music are my two favorites. Blues, I like the blues as well. I like jazz as well, too. I listen to a lot of progressive jazz in my car. So I just want to hear Sales of Caron. Well, by all means. You don't have to twist me up for that. Jake says neoclass was the best for him. That's right, brother. You know how we do. Brex said, you remember that one too. Heck yeah, man. All right, Stardust got a request, and I'll try and play it. Stardust has a. I don't listen to a lot of stuff, particular music, but Stardust fills those gaps. Stardust listens to a lot of music that I don't typically listen to, and she fills those gaps in for me. So. I've heard it all, man. I've heard it all. All right, where it be? Sales of Caron. All right, this one's for Stardust because she requested it. And I can't deny Stardust, and I can't deny Uli Roth. So let's do that. Scorpions, Sales of Caron. That's a great one there. And a great request. Thank you, Stardust, for that request. What the heck was I going to play next? I got a lot of stuff to play. Okay, we wanted Wolf's Eye. Okay, we're going to do Eye of the Wolf next. It's 11:30. We're flying along tonight. We're going to do Eye of the Wolf. We got Freeze. We got Voltage. I want to do the new song of the week one time. So for Karmic, we're going to rock out Eye of the Wolf right quick here. We do have some comments to read. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. And thanks, everyone that subscribed. We hit 82.5 tonight. Man, It's looking good, man. It's looking good. Based on my analytics, I'm doing about 1,000 a month. So if we calculate it, if I keep going 17 months from now, we'll hit that 100,000. I hope so, man. I'm looking forward to that. Silent Storm said that goes without just about any music. That's true, bro. That's true. Xer said Widespread isn't or was real shreddy. Jimi Hendrix played with it. Oh, or Jimi Herring played with it. Nice. Also, that makes sense with the songs. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I love classical music. I grew up with classical music. My grandparents had a collection that you would not believe of classical albums. I listened to all of them. Mike said Dream Theater fan. A little bit. I really got into the very first 2 albums of Dream Theater, and then I kind of fell off of it. And I've listened to stuff here and there, but the very first 2 albums I really enjoy. The When Dream and Day Unite and the Images and Words. I really enjoyed those. But I kind of lost touch with them after that. Mama said the jazz and all the music. Like, oh, absolutely. Stardust is like she looks at when I play when I'm so we trade off. You know, when I'm driving us around, whatever. Sometimes I get to do my playlist, and she just like looks at it like, and she'll go through like 50 songs before she gets the one she knows or likes. and then sometimes she'll get to do it, and I don't have any choice, whatever she plays. But I do listen to it. I don't, whatever it is, whatever she wants to listen to, I do listen to it. Carmick said if you could pick 5 musicians there alive to a dinner, who would have sitting around the table? Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, number 1. Yngwie Malmsteen, number 2. Richie Blackmore, Uli Roth, and Andy LaRocque. Never got to meet Andy yet, so that'd be my 5 right there, easy. Mama, no, she doesn't listen to no jazz. No, she doesn't like it. Like, say for instance, a band called Return to Forever. They have some of the greatest musicians ever: Chick Corea, Al Di Meola, Stanley Clarke, Billy White on the drums. Who played drums? Billy Cobham or Billy White? I can't remember. But anyway, they are a progressive jazz band from the early 70s. And they're amazing. But Stardust is like, what is this? And I get that. It's an acquired taste. There you go, Stardust. Juan Carlos Perdón Ramirez, good to see you. And thank you so much, buddy. Eccentric, thank you so much, dude. Annie says she's a little tired, but she's going to try to stay up. All right, no problem. We appreciate you hanging out with us. There you go. Donald, he played along with that one. That's right, brother. Do you want the... Oh, I only have that part of the track down. If you're ever interested, I'll send you that backing track. I had to make it by myself. But I just have that intro stuff. If you ever want it, let me know. Akko Sagino says, can you do Cowboys from Hell, Greens from Philippines? I don't know that one off the top of my head. But I know... how about this one? But yeah, I never learned Cowboys from Hell. Great song though, of course. Kiki said you'll get there. I know. We're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep working, Kiki. That's how we do. Mama says, bring on the 100K. We're gonna try. But Stardust knows hard, honest work gets the subs. That's right. Mama knows paid lies. I love it. I don't know if Stardust. Hopefully Stardust showed you some of that stuff from last night, Mama. Anyway, Eccentric, take care, buddy. Thank you so much for hanging with us, man. Stardust knows. My playlist is like, what? Juan, gracias, amiga. Oh, man. Yeah. If you looked at because it's like, it's so crazy. It's like 1 second it's jazz. The next is classical. The next is like some neoclassical shredding metal stuff. It just goes all over the place. Then it's like, here's Motionless White. She's like, oh, good. Or Slipknot. She's like, oh, good, Slipknot, finally. Something. John, you're welcome. I appreciate that, man. I love the old Scorpion stuff. Thanks, James. Thank you, James. All right, John, take care of yourself, buddy. We'll see you soon. Pete says you should write a book about your experiences called Rick Renstrom. I actually did, interestingly. I have it somewhere around here. Or I was starting to write it. I wrote probably a good 4 or 5 chapters of it, which is pretty wild. But who would buy it? Who would publish it? I don't know. I need a ghostwriter to work on it. But I do have something I wrote a long while ago. Anyway. Neighbor said, you got to play with Buckethead. I would love to, dude. I would love to. I mean, he's an amazing player. I don't know if it's an April Fool's joke or what, but there was something popped up on my Facebook timeline from Brian Carroll, which is Buckethead's real name. And it showed him without the bucket. And he was like this big, long thing about he's not going to use the bucket anymore or something. I was like, what? I don't know, though. I don't know. Kiki says self-publish. True that. Yeah, you can do that on Amazon pretty easily nowadays. Stardust and I have a project that's we're gonna do the self-publishing on like Amazon stuff. I know it's out there easily. 808 Hawaiian, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. That's right, mama. X420, what's up, bud? Good to see you out there, man. Okay, Eye of the Wolf time. This is a brand newish song. This was written, in February. I like this one. This is fun. Let's go. Eye of the Wolf. Let's do it. that's called Eye of the Wolf right there. Relatively new song from this year. Very cool. I appreciate you hanging out listening to it. Man, what else we got after that? We got 0321 Freeze. All right, we'll do Freeze next. Let's see. Where do we leave off? Keek says it's very easy. Okay. Yeah, we got a little bit of information on what's going on with that. But we got a huge project we're working on. I think it's going to be something big. So we shall keep you in mind. Comfort Sculling, man. How about this I do like Alice in Chains. Don't know a lot of their stuff, but I know a few. Brody knows a couple Alice in Chains. He tears it up. How about I learn that, dude? I never tried to learn that riff, man. The only Pantera I know is like Domination, Cemetery Gates, some a part of Floods. I think that's about it, really. Storm Ed, thank you so much, buddy. XCC, how you doing? I'm doing great, bro. How you doing today, man? It's good to see you out there. Carmen knows Eye of the Wolf. Thank you, brother. Mama says she knows mainly introverted Leos. I know. It's funny. I know another Leo who's the most extroverted person on the planet. That's funny. It started. She's very. I won't say she's introverted, but she keeps to her. She'd rather keep to herself, and I'd rather keep to myself. But I'm a Gemini, so I got two sides to my story. Stormhead, thank you. Lax Kid, hello. Neighborhood Dancer, getting comfortable with this one. There you go, buddy. Thank you so much, bro. Mike B, thank you, dude. All right, mama, no problem. We'll probably be here for a little while. We got a few more songs to go. Neighborhood said getting tighter. I know, man. Thank you, buddy. It's something like a lot of the when I write a song, a new song of the week, I'll play it for like a week, and then it'll probably be weeks before I don't play it again. But I've been trying to pull them back out and some. Because I never really finished them. Alan G. Chenery said, that's not happening now. What's that? You trying to do something out there, Alan? I don't even know, bro. I'm not that kind of guy, Alan. Watch out. Anyway, reference, good to see you, bro. I'm glad you stopped in, man. Kiki said, glad you guys were out there. Hey, true that, man. That's not, he told us a story a couple weeks ago. I was like, whoa, bro. Yeah, some weird stuff, man. You know, there was a time I was going to get a job. I was looking for a job. I was a kid, probably Jake's age or just around that age. And there was you looked at the newspaper to find job ads and stuff. And there was one, make $1,000 a week and blah, blah, blah. Oh, wow. You went there and it was a Kirby vacuums. Like, so it was door-to-door sales for a Kirby vacuum. I was like, you want me to go knock on doors and try and sell a vacuum? Yeah, forget about it. That job didn't last at all. Just like my job at Red Lobster, I said, I got to get something for my car real quick. And I never came back. Aria, thank you so much. James Cox, I remember so many songs. I've been doing this for a long time, you know, and I played in bands. We did 3 hours of cover songs and stuff like that. So I've always just been very good with remembering things like that. So my long-term memory is very good. Sometimes my short-term memory not so bad, not so much. Santa Mamba that's a crazy name, dude. Hold on. Sanan Jimamba Susni. I will play something momentarily, but I just played a whole song too. You must have missed it. All right, Kiki, take care. Much love to you. Thanks so much. Great to see you. Mike says, will the t-shirts be available next week? I did get the new t-shirt. The Symphony 40 t-shirt is available now. But we got a whole bunch of shirts coming. Unfortunately, some of the shirts take more time than usual. Andy says it's so special when you think people in Spanish and Portuguese. Now, do you hear French? You did. Do you speak those languages well? Do you know? I know a few Finnish words, but I'm not so good at it. I probably know more Swedish than Finnish. But I've been around the world. I've been to just about every country, and I learned a lot of languages when I was on tour and things like that. So And I try to remember, you know, all the good stuff at least. Extreme Recluse, what's up, Holmes? Good to see you, buddy. He says it's a shame the baddest artist on the planet. I know, bro. I know. It's a crazy world out there. DJ Real, what's up, bro? Great to see you. I think I got the chat up in here also. This one, what the hell was I gonna play? We're gonna do Freeze. I think Steve. Wait, who wanted Freeze? Steve wanted Freeze. All right, so if we're gonna freeze it up for Steve here. All right, let's kick it into overdrive. This one's called Freeze. Don't get too cold on this, man. There you go, that's Freeze right there. That's a great tune. I wrote that August of last year. Yeah, amazing. Amazing how many songs I've written. I really enjoy playing them. A lot of fun stuff there. What do we got? All right, we're going to play that new song of the week. I've not played that this week at all. All right, we'll get that ready to go. Thank you so much for all of our comments out there and everyone that's subscribing. I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We appreciate. I put videos out every single day. I go live 6 nights a week. This week 7, but mostly 6 nights a week. There's always something going on around here. That's for sure. DJ, how you doing, buddy? Hassan Saiful, Ellie Man, hello. Mike, take it easy, bro. And he says, so is it dirty words and swear words you don't finish? Probably. Whatever my grandpa told me a long time ago, I'd have to think about it. I haven't, my grandfather passed a long time ago, in the 90s. But he used to talk to me in Finnish all the time and try and teach me stuff, but I haven't. The problem with languages is this. If you're going to learn a language, you need to be hearing that language constantly. Otherwise, you forget it very, very easily. That's why I don't remember too much German. I could speak pretty fluent German for a while because I was in Germany so much. But I haven't been there in 20 years, and I don't hear the words all the time. Neighborhood, there you go, brother. Annie says, I wonder if let you know so many languages. I try, Annie, I try. Jared Martin, Animals, that's a great band. Toast and the Bossy's amazing, dude. Not my style, though, honestly. But yeah, Tosin is amazing. There's a young guitar player named Tyler Shep. Jared, go look up the Tyler Shep Shreds. Go look him up. I don't know if he goes live, but he plays a lot of that slapping stuff, man. You probably love it, dude. Well, that's not what we do around here, man. I appreciate you, though. Karmic, thank you, brother. All right, what's going on here? Dark Guardian, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. How you doing tonight, man? Annie says she didn't study as many languages as she wanted to and only understand a little bit of Swedish nowadays. English, of course. But I wish I studied more. Yeah, I studied French and German in school, and then a bit of Spanish. I was very terrible at Spanish. I studied a little bit of Latin as well in school, but yeah, that was about it. It was mostly just me going to all these different countries. And, I would be there for such a long period of time that, I'd learn things and, as much as I possibly could in the time I was there. Lost Native, how you doing, man? Great to see you, dude. It's been a minute, bro. How you been? Hey, man. I love when we see some OGs up in here, man. And he says, the new ones I've heard the first time today is extremely wonderful. And you're playing it so sweet. Thank you, Annie. Thank you so much. Ellie Man says you're the best guitarist I've ever heard, and I can't even do that. There you go, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Ellie Man, how you doing out there? Extreme says kids' language is easy as adults. It's true. It's true. Your brain, when you're young, your brain's like a sponge. You can learn things like left and right. My brain was a super sponge. I was soaking in so much stuff. But yeah, the older you get, just it's harder to learn. It's harder to learn. Camel, he said, I only know this one Slipknot. Pantera, how about this one, team? Double dose. Slipknot into Pantera. Who could do that around here? Andy says you're actually right. Language. Exactly. I don't remember either Deutsch or French. That's true. Yeah. But I remember little bits and pieces, little bits. Ellie, man, thank you. Arya, thank you. Ani says, I mean, because I don't hear it. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I hear English all day. Sometimes I hear Spanish a lot. But most of it, I just hear English all the time. But that's how you do. There you go, Teen. He says, thanks, I've been practicing on my Jackson. That's what's up, Teen. I love to hear it. And Jackson Bros for life. Gotta love it. Gotta love when we see some more Jackson Bros up in here. I appreciate it. We got a lot of them, too. Zildjian, there you go, bro. Good to see you, man. An old classic, man. Neighbor said, only you, Rick. There you go, bro. Sis Madonna, I was trying to run how's that? I don't know how it goes. I don't know, dude. I never got into it like that. I've heard that song. Ellie, man, thank you so much, buddy. Extreme says, how the hell do you keep all those songs at the right? It's like a library. I have like a library in my brain, bro. And when people, certain things I remember, I'll be like, I got to go to the card catalog and finish. Okay, there it is. I remember a lot. There's a lot of stuff I do remember. And he says, you guys are so right. So it's easy to learn languages when you're young. It always was good in languages, but I could have learned so many languages back then. But dude, I know. Reference that he makes me practice French. That's right. I can read it, brother. J'aime la faire lire mes commentaires français. I could probably read it pretty good. Teen, thanks for subscribing, buddy. All right, Cam Last got all the requests tonight, man. Look at this guy. Joshua in the house, he said, what do you usually do to warm up? I practice a lot of 16th note stuff, like, what have I been practicing? Something like this. Stupid over there. Notes, patterns, stuff I make up. My 16 notes have been lacking for a while, so I've been trying to really practice on my 16ths lately. But that's a lot of stuff I warm up with. Neighborhood Notes card catalog, that's right, bro. Thank you, Ellie, man. I appreciate that. Very kind of you, buddy. All right, we're going to play the new song of the week. It's called 0321 because I wrote it on the 21st of March. We'll try to remember it. Let's go. What was it again? I think I wrote it down here. It goes in A sharp. All right, let's go. Brand new song of the week from last week. that brand new song of last week before. I didn't write a song this last weekend because I was doing work for my job. So but I'll be working on something for this Saturday, for sure. All right, what we got here, man? Great to see everyone hanging out. I truly appreciate all of you. Where did we leave off? T says the songs he knows is Floods by Pinter. That's a great song. Bleed Me in Ocean by Aspat. I never heard that, but I heard they're a great band. He said Pagan Love by Aspat. Nice, dude. Keep it up. I love to see it, man. D-Viz from Indonesia. Great to see you, my friend. Reference said you missed that one last week, did you? I didn't do this last Saturday. I didn't do any streams or no songs, but the week before came out with this one. Reference says, do you write lyrics for? I'm terrible at writing lyrics, bro. Horrible at it. I'm good with like maybe a word here or maybe a line there, but like a full song, no, man. Usually the singers that I work with, they can write the lyrics, which has always worked for me. Danny Coolbreeze, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate that. Extreme said that sounds like it's suited for an operatic voice. Yeah, it's very it's like a big fanfare, you know, almost like a march fanfare. But I don't know. It's a cool one though. Amanda, how you doing? Good to see you. She said that's incredible. You got a bit of the show. Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing great. I haven't seen you for a couple of days, but you know we know how we do. We're always looking out for people. It's great to see you. Annie says this. She loves people talking in French and Spanish and Portuguese. It's her new favorite language. I do think I understand a few words of Spanish, so here you go. Stephen, thank you so much, dude. Noah Garrett, he said, yes, that's what's up. He said, yes, sir. I appreciate that. Aria, thank you. All right, Karmic got us ready to bed, too. No problem, brother. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight, my friend. You take care of yourself. Daybird says your sound and tone are so. Thank you so much, Dennis. I appreciate you, dude. And if anyone cares, I use Amplitude 5 Max version 2. It's the best plugin I've used in forever. It sounds so amazing. So many cool things you can do with it. And I got Brody the Super Shredder into it, and he's got so many sick tones, it's unbelievable. I only got one tone. He got like 10. That thing is so flexible. It's amazing. Busca Charlie, boa noche, Brasil. E obrigado. Muito obrigado. Leandro from Cuba, great to see you, buddy. Noah Garrett said he loved from New York. Great to see you. So how do you enjoy your drummer to work with, or how do you enjoy your drummer? I'm just doing all the drum tracks myself, Noah. I have a very nice plug-in for drums called Superior Drummer 3. But the drummers I've worked with in my life have always been great. I always have a good relationship with the drummers. Because I enjoy drums. I always liked the drummer of a band. You know, I grew up listening to a lot of different great drummers. So, but I can play a little bit. Richard Christie of Death and Iced Earth, I've known him for a long time. He showed me a lot of stuff that I did not even know, but it was cool. Jake, this is the Raz LTX Blueberry Punch. It's my favorite right now. That's some good stuff. Extreme says staying true to your craft takes real good. It's true, bro. It's true. You know, like I said, I'm just here having fun anymore, you know. And those that come and watch me, I appreciate, you know. I really do. I appreciate all the support. I'm super grateful for it. But if it's some other way, I probably keep doing what I do, you know, because that's how you got to do it. You got to stick to your guns, do what you do, play your own songs if you want to get somewhere in life. That's how I always thought of it. He says, how'd you learn to play guitar? He's impressed. Guitar's hard as hell to play. Who are you influenced? Thanks, buddy. I took lessons for 2 years. The first year I took lessons was with a theory guitar teacher. He taught me all the chords and scales and modes and intervals and things like that. You know, all the things you would learn for Theory 101 essentially. After a year, I knew everything he knew. And after that, I started taking lessons from a guitar player that went to GIT. And he showed me how to kind of refine my technique because I wanted to play a Yngwie and Vinnie Moore and all these, Richie Blackmore, all these shredders and stuff. So I studied with him for a year, and he got me way beyond I ever expected. Then I took 2 years of college. By that point, I was already tearing it up, you know. But my influencers are Yngwie J. Malmsteen, Richie Blackmore, Uli Roth, Al Di Meola, and Andy LaRocque. Those are my top 5, for sure. Fusca, there you go, buddy. Scott, thanks, bro. You know how we do, man. Defenders of the faith. We defend in the faith all the time. Zildjian said Gene Hoglin's one of his favorites. Oh, Gene's amazing, dude. I got to hang out with Gene for quite a while. He was living at Chuck's house during the Symbolic album. He is a cool dude, man. I got to hang out with him so much, man. An amazing dude, man. There you go, Zildjian. That's right. You know all about them drums, bro. And he says, Rick, so now when you're talking longer in Portuguese, I know a little more Portuguese. I'm learning a lot more Portuguese. I've always had a lot of fans and friends in Brazil for a long time. In South America, realistically, I get a lot of traction in South America. So I tried to learn a lot more of the languages out there for sure. Okay, what do we got? We're gonna do something. We'll do something else here. What haven't we done in a while? Oh, here we go. We'll play Apocalyptic. I like playing this song. How's this go? Maybe we won't play that one. I play a lot of stuff in like, I've been writing in the same key, which I got stuff. How about Intimidator? We'll do Intimidator. That's a good one. This is a C minor. So, all right, this one's called Intimidator, y'all. Never be intimidated by anything. Stand your ground. Intimidate. Let's go. Intimidator, man. Yo, that's a cool tune. Thank you so much for hanging out listening to that. We are nearing the end of the show, I feel. But thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. Oh, man, dude. Yeah, it was cool, man. I mean, I literally lived like 2 blocks away from where Chuck Schuldner's house was. And, just a quick story, one day, I lived in an apartment complex. And at the entrance of the apartment complex was a gas station, or 2 gas stations actually, a Marathon and a BP. And I would go to the BP because there were some people there that owned it that were from Ohio, so I'd go there all the time. And one day I went up there to get a pack of smokes or whatever, and I see this long-haired dude and a chick standing in front of me in the line. And I was wearing like an Yngwie shirt, I believe it was, and he turned around, he's like, Yngwie, awesome, bro. I said, oh, you like Yngwie? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, dude, you should come check out our band. He's like, really? I was like, yeah, we're playing at this place called the Fairbanks Inn this weekend. Dude, if you like Yngwie, if you like Dia, if you like Judas Priest, all these bands that we were played by, I said, you come check us out. He's like, I just might. I'm like, okay, dude. I had no idea it was Chuck. Dude. And then we played the gig. We're actually getting ready to play the gig, and one of my friends runs up. He goes, dude, Chuck from Death's here. I'm like, what? No way. He's like, he points over, that dude over there, and I'm like, that's the guy from the gas station, yo. Holy damn. And sure enough, we played the gig, and Chuck loved it. He thought it was great, and he invited us to go hang out. We became friends ever since. He produced 2 demos for my band, Wicked Waves, back in the day. So. It's amazing. It's amazing how your cross paths, and just like Donald said, you never know who you're gonna meet, man. You just by hanging out. Well, there's a little story for you, a little classic. I say he loved every one of them. Loved Vai, especially when he plays out. Yeah, Steve Vai's amazing, dude. Steve Vai's always been. I never got into his style, like for me to learn, but I really enjoyed what he did with David Lee Roth and Whitesnake and stuff. I really did. And I had the Passion Warfare album and Flexible and stuff. I thought it was pretty cool, but I just never got into that style. I don't know, it's more of a Mixolydian vibe, which is nothing wrong with that, but I was more into the Aeolian Phrygian vibe of Yngwie. There you go, Dom. Mama back. How you doing, Mama? All right, Jake, I shred the bed. No problem, brother. Next time we see you, we'll play Voltage. For sure. Chris Schwartz guitar. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Reference. Diana Harris, thank you. Geneva in the house. It's nice to see you too. So I always catch you right before I'm heading to bed. Hope you have a great rest. You too, Geneva. Take care. Have a great night in the bed tomorrow. Jim Miller said, good evening, Rick. Sound great. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that, dude. Extreme says, thanks for my musical fix. Rick, you got it, brother. My pleasure. Thank you, Jake. River Song, thank you. Andy says, you ever thought about making a long playlist for sleeping for your peaceful songs? I really love that. I kind of do, Andy. There's a video called Ballads and Chill on my channel. It's all like some slow stuff, some slower songs and things like that. But check that out. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else I got. Yeah, that's probably the most chill one. It's called Ballads and Chill on my channel. Diana, thank you so much. Juan Carlos from Venezuela, bienvenidos amigo. Jake said he got a BP not too far. I know, man. BP. I used to go to BP. That'd be my guess. Right now I use Exxon or Mobil. That's all I get. Exxon or Mobil nowadays. Reference that. Rick, that's awesome. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Josh Dix, yeah, John's amazing, dude. I love John. I love the first couple of Dream Theater records, and I had the John Petrucci, what do you call it? There's an instructional video. It's pretty awesome. I didn't learn a lot from it, but it gave me a lot of insight to some different things. Homie says, do you know any metal songs from the Black Ops game? It's a nice guitar Funkos. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I mean, what's that one? 515 or whatever. We were talking about this last night, but it sounds very much like Flash of the Blade. Hector from Paraguay. Gracias, amigo. Good to see you. Hola and bienvenidos. Jake, have a great one, buddy. We'll see you soon, man. Josh talking about the old classic, man. You know, I play that twice as fast as Herman, by the way. So much lets Herman know that I can play it twice as fast as him. Anyway, there you go. Mark Pad, what's up, buddy? Good to see you there. We got one more tune to go. What shall we play? What shall we do? I don't know. You know, we're just going to play Punch. Screw it. We're going to do a last minute Punch here. I got to get out of here and go chill, man. But yeah, there you go, homie. Everyone, I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. Thanks for getting me over that 82.5 hump on hump day, no less. So I appreciate all the support out there. This is going to be the last tune of the night. It's called Punch, by the way. But if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. And if this song doesn't help you subscribe, don't know what else would, but thank you. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that, buddy. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out. We're going to do this one last song. We'll read the chat, and then we're out of here. But this one's called Punch. Don't get hit in the face by this song, I promise you. All right, that was called Punch right there. Hope you enjoyed it. Man, that tune is just getting better and better. Every time I play that, I'm just having more fun playing that one. And I don't know why, but man, it's so fun to play. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you had a good time. That was the last song of the evening, so we're going to get out of here. You said, I know that one. I absolutely loved it. I would need to be at least 2 hours. I feel you. I'll see what I can do, Annie. I'll see what I can do. I have to go back and look at find all my ones. BR Sex said, it'd be cool if you play some Peruvian psychedelic cumbia songs. That don't sound like nothing I play, brother, but I appreciate you. Bienvenidos, amigo, muchas gracias. I never heard none of that stuff. I only play heavy metal and classical style stuff, brother. Thank you, though. Reference, you know how we do. Young Entree, no, I don't play any Buckethead, no, but I do respect Buckethead, man. He's a great player, that's for sure. Thank you, Reference. Take care, Annie. Good night to you. Erica Badio, hello, and thank you. Joshua, what's your opinion on jazz scales and jazz guitars? I love it. I studied jazz for a good year in college, man. If it wasn't for jazz, I probably wouldn't play the stuff that I do nowadays. It's opened my mind. And I love it. There's quite a few jazz guitar stylists do listen to still. Young, I do know some Yngwie, young Entree, man. I know a ton of Yngwie. I love Yngwie. Waylon, how you doing? Roman, have a good night, brother. Thank you so much. Donald says Punch is a new fan favorite. That's right, man. I have to see if Stardust could come up with a T-shirt idea for that one. What do you think that would be, Donald? I don't know. A big fist? I don't know, man. I have to think about it. We gotta think of a Punch shirt. That'd be wild, though. If you got any ideas for a Punch shirt, throw them at me, and we'll see what Stardust can cook up. Annie, you're welcome. Have a great, wonderful day and night. We appreciate you out there. All right, everybody, I'm out of here, yo. 2.5 hours of shredding, man. It's my vacation. I'm on vacation right now, so I'm just chilling all week. But I'll be here every night this week. I'll be back tomorrow. That's April the 2nd, Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And all these are scheduled as well. So if you're subscribed, you'll know when I'm playing. You're welcome. Reference. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you. Mike said the old Mike Tyson's punch-out logo. There you go. I might get copyright from Nintendo. Don't play with that stuff, dog. We'll think of something. Maybe a boxing glove, a metal boxing glove. I don't know. Something weird. I don't know. Some brass knuckles, maybe. A bag of ice. Some Band-Aids. Coming up. Willie, absolutely, brother. Thank you so much, everybody. I want to wish you a great rest of the day or night wherever you're at in this world. I truly appreciate you. I want you to stay safe, be good to each other, take care of each other. It's all we have in this world. Once again, I'll be back tomorrow. That's Thursday, April the 2nd at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, everybody. Hope to see you then, and I wish you all a good night. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much.